Hello, this is Rachel Swirsky, Podcastle's editor. As we move into fall, Podcastle has a few new features we're excited to introduce. September through December will be Flash Fiction Fall. We'll be bringing you a piece of flash fiction every week to go with your feature fiction. Our first 4 stories are a set of fables by Peter Beagle. After that, we'll be bringing you work by authors such as Bruce Holland Rogers and the Nebula-nominated Karina Sumner Smith, not to mention another finalist from the 2007 Escape Pod Flash Fiction Contest. Steve Ely purchased many of these flash pieces for Escape Pod back before Podcastle was even a glimmer in his eye. We're excited to get them off the shelves where they've been gathering virtual dust and lay them out before you, our audience. Like Escape Pod, Podcastle will also be bringing you holiday-themed stories. We have stories for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and a series of Halloween stories, some dark and some funny, featuring Halloween classics like vampires and dismembered eyes. We'll also be celebrating Election Day with an Andy Duncan story that looks at the electoral politics in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. But what I'm most excited about is our new feature, Podcastle Giants. Until now, Podcastle, like the other Escape Artists podcasts, has been offering stories that fit neatly into less than an hour, or about the length of a morning commute. Today we're introducing a new feature, Podcastle Giants. Podcastle Giants are just like our other episodes, except they take up the room that fantasy sometimes needs in order to sprawl. Podcastle will be airing 4 giants over the next year, once every 3 months. They'll be clearly marked both on our blog and in the episodes themselves, so you can avoid them if you want, or save them for longer than usual drives. The rest of our episodes will remain our normal commute length. The first Podcastle Giant will be coming up next week, Moon Viewing at Shijo Bridge by Richard Parks, a fantasy adventure set in medieval Japan. If Podcastle Giants work out this year, we'll continue them next year. We've got a great lineup through the end of 2008, and I hope you'll enjoy listening to it as much as I've enjoyed putting it together. See you on Tuesday!